does it take to become a king? Before the gleaming white jersey of Real Madrid, before the roar of 80,000 fans at the Santiago Bernabeu, and before he became a global symbol of resilience, Vinicius José Paixão de Oliveira Jr. was just a boy from São Gonçalo, a sprawling working-class municipality in Rio de Janeiro. This was a place where dreams had to fight to survive. His father, a computer technician, often worked 2 jobs, traveling hours each day, all to fuel a simple yet powerful ambition: to give his son a chance. For young Vinny, that chance was found on the unforgiving concrete of the futsal court. This wasn't football as we know it on pristine grass pitches. This was fast, tight, and technical. It demanded impossible close control, lightning-quick feet, and a brand of creativity born from necessity. Futsal was his first language, the place where he forged the audacious, ankle-breaking dribbling style that would one day become his global signature. By age 10, his talent was undeniable. He joined the famed academy of Flamengo, one of Brazil's most iconic clubs. The journey had begun. What's a skill you learned in an unconventional way that you still use today? Let us know in the comments below. If you believe in the power of a dream, hit that like button and let's get into his explosive breakthrough. At Flamengo's academy, known as Ninho do Urubu or the Vulture's Nest, Vinícius wasn't just another prospect, he was a phenomenon. He soared through the youth ranks, leaving defenders and expectations in his wake. His coaches saw a rare combination: blistering pace, fearless dribbling, and an infectious joy for the game. In 2017, the whispers became a roar. At just 16 years old, he made his senior debut for Flamengo. The famed Maracanã Stadium, a cathedral of football, had a new prodigy to worship. Within months, he was a key player, his performances sending shockwaves across the Atlantic. Every major European club was watching, but one giant moved faster and with more conviction than any other. Real Madrid, the club of legends, saw the future. In a move that stunned the football world, they agreed to a staggering €46 million fee for the 16-year-old, a deal to be finalized when he turned 18. He was still a boy, yet he was already one of the most expensive teenagers in football history. If you were a 17-year-old with a €46 million price tag, what would be the first thing you'd do? Don't miss the next chapter on his struggles in Spain. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you're the first to see it. Arriving in Madrid in 2018 was like stepping onto another planet. The pressure was immense. He was no longer a Brazilian prodigy, he was Real Madrid's multi-million euro gamble. The Spanish press is notoriously ruthless, and they watched his every move. His first couple of seasons were a brutal learning curve. The raw talent was obvious. He could beat any defender on the planet with his pace and skill. But the final product was missing. A brilliant run would end with a shot into the stands. A perfect dribble would be followed by a misplaced pass. He was ridiculed for his finishing, becoming the subject of memes and harsh criticism. Even his own teammates were sometimes caught on camera expressing frustration. For any other teenager, this kind of public scrutiny could have been crushing. But Vinny possessed a mental fortitude that few could comprehend. He kept smiling, kept trying, and most importantly, he kept working. He knew his moment would come, even when the world seemed to doubt him. Who has been your biggest supporter during a tough time in your life? Give them a shout out in the comments. We're about to get to the turning point. If you're enjoying the story so far, help us out by sharing this video with a friend. The arrival of coach Carlo Ancelotti in 2021 marked a seismic shift in Vinícius's career. Ancelotti, the master man-manager, didn't try to change Vinny. Instead, he empowered him. He gave him the confidence and tactical freedom to be himself, telling him to take an extra touch, to be decisive, to not rush in front of goal. Suddenly, the chaos turned into clinical precision. At the same time, his on-pitch relationship with the legendary Karim Benzema blossomed into one of Europe's most lethal partnerships. Benzema, the wise veteran, became Vini's mentor. He guided his runs, created space for him, and taught him the nuances of elite-level attacking play. The connection was telepathic. Benzema's intelligence and Vini's raw electricity combined to create footballing perfection. The inconsistent teenager was gone. In his place stood a confident, ruthless, and consistent world beater. The 2021-22 season would be his masterpiece. What is the greatest attacking duo you have ever seen in football history? Ready for Champions League glory? Smash that like button if you think Vini is one of the best players in the world right now. The 2021-22 Champions League campaign was Real Madrid's impossible run, defined by miraculous comebacks against PSG, Chelsea, and Manchester City. And at the heart of that fire was Vinicius Junior. He was unplayable. But his ultimate coronation came on May 28, 2022, in Paris, in the Champions League final against Liverpool. The game was on a knife's edge. Then in the 59th minute, a moment of destiny. Fede Valverde fired a laser-like pass across the box. And there he was. Making a perfectly timed run at the back post was Vinicius Junior. He calmly slotted the ball into the net. The boy from São Gonçalo, once mocked for his finishing, had just scored the winning goal in the biggest club game on earth. In that moment, the entire journey made sense. The futsal courts, the sacrifice, the criticism, the hard work, it all led to this. He had not only reached the summit of world football, he had conquered it. Where were you when you watched this Champions League final? What was your reaction to his goal? The story isn't over. Vinicius became more than just a footballer. Stick around for the powerful final chapter. With superstardom came a new, uglier challenge. Horrific racist abuse from the stands and stadiums across Spain. But instead of being silenced, Vinicius stood up. He refused to let the hate win. He confronted it, called it out, and used his global platform to demand change, becoming a powerful, leading voice in the fight against racism in football and beyond. He has shown a courage far beyond his years, turning pain into purpose. From the markets of Rio to the throne of Madrid, Vinicius Junior's rise is more than a football story. It's a testament to talent, a lesson in resilience, and a symbol of the power of an unbreakable dream. He's a Champions League winner, a global icon, and a powerful voice for change. And the most exciting part? He's just getting started. What a journey. Thank you for watching. Whose incredible story should we tell next? Let us know in the comments. And if you were inspired today, make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more stories that go beyond the game. We'll see you in the next one.